We went to go past there.
Wow.
We
No,
sat there and count the trains.
I was good, but I was bad. My
Yeah.
brothers, you better not look at my two little brothers.
Wow.
My daddy would tell me how big they are. The bigger they are, the harder they fall. I don't know why.
That's jacked up.
Yeah, and
Oh man.
we had dishes. We had dishes, you know, on by the street and the
Yeah.
That they
sidewalk.
still have them.
Yeah, we had dishes. And I don't know, Milton came in and he said, TikTok. I
When
said,
the
boy,
ditch.
this little boy, I never will forget, his name was Itcher. And I never heard of that name anymore. He said, what? He said, you know what he did? I said, no, what did he do, Milton? He said, he hit Bannery. I said, he did? And he said, yeah. And I went outside. He said, what you looking for? I said, a stick. He said, there's one. Now, mind you,
Milton was wrong. Milton,
yeah, this
Uncle
was
Milton
a big
wrong.
old 2x4, you
Uncle
know?
Milton was wrong.
Yeah, and I went and I found that district and I wham banged him.
Oh.
I hit him so hard, he went from one side of the ditch to the other side.
Oh
And,
man.
then, and Milton had the nerve to go tell Mom. He said, you know, the police are looking for T-Top.
Cause she attempted murder.
Oh my God,
And
no.
beat the boy up.
Yeah.
No.
Wow.
No. Uncle Milton was wrong with that. He
Yeah.
just set you up.
Yeah.
He set you up.
Yep. That poor guy, I knocked him on the other side of the ditch. I know this one, she never goes to my brothers. Like
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I was a fighter, they weren't.
Wow.
I don't think they never had a fight.
Yeah, we used to play in the ditch when I was younger, and we called it heartbeat tunnel. We called it the heartbeat tunnel. You know how if you're in a ditch and then there's a manhole outside in the street, right? Mm-hmm. You know how when cars go over, it goes boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
So when you're in the ditch, all you hear is boom, 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 boom. So we called it the heartbeat, and you can hear it in there. Yeah, it's so funny. But that's how when we got lost in the mountains at Big Bear, we lost.
Oh, that time you told me, yes.
That's how we got found. Well, how we found the road was hearing the boom, boom, and we were like, "Oh, it's cars. It has to be cars up
Was
there."
that you and Quincy?
No,
That
it
was
was
you and
when I got lost in the mountains. I was with the camp, the summer camp. So it was me and when it was me when I got lost. Yeah, when I got lost.
Did you and Quincy? Did you guys go up there before for summer camp?
Yeah,
or
we went
something?
up there.
Yeah,
For,
okay.
no, we didn't. We went up there for my friend's house for it was snowing.
See, I'm merging the two stories together.
Yeah, you are. They were both Big Bear though. They were both Big Bear though.
I'm merging the two
But
stories
yeah,
together.
no, when I went to Big Bear, it was 17 and a half hours we were lost in the mountains.
Right.
And we could see the helicopters searching for us overhead. They couldn't hear us. They couldn't see us, nothing. But
Who was with
then
you?
it was me and 3 other people from the camp that I went to. I went to 4-H camp up there in Big Bear. And yeah, they had the Press Enterprise there. Everybody was there looking for us.
Wow.
Yeah. So finally, like I said, when it got dark enough and we got quiet, then that's when we heard the boom, 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 and we were like, that is the sound of a manhole. So that means there's a car going over a manhole. So there's a road somewhere. If we find the road, we can hitchhike.
Yeah.
So we found the road in the morning because we didn't want to hike anymore at night because the more further we went, it seemed like the higher we got up and the steeper it became. So we're like, we're gonna fall down this mountain. So we better not. So in the morning we hitchhiked and guy picked us up. He said, hey, they've been looking for y'all. Hop in the back. And we hopped in the back. And we were 14 and 15 years old. We just jumped in the back of his truck and he drove us down, luckily, to the fire station. We weren't scared back then.
You were being like Indians, listening to like they say, put their ear to the ground.
Right, yep.
To hear what's
Yeah, just be
going
quiet
on.
and listen and you'll hear it. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, and then he drove us to the fire station and when we got there, the news cameras were out there and everything. Everybody had been waiting for us. They hosed us down, let us go home. But yeah, it was a mess. It was like, we were bad. Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
answering that, I don't know how you got, well, I do know what it was like. I don't know why I didn't know anything about segregation when all the blacks went on into black schools. It never dawned on me.
Oh,
And like,
never
I
thought
go,
about that.
yeah. I found out,
Where
I
do
guess
white
I
people
was
at?
11 or 12 years old. And my brother would always take me if I wanted to go up to the temple where my dad was. And he told my mom to let me ride the bus. Because we were only 2 blocks from the bus line.
Yeah.
And I got on the bus, and he told me when I got to Coleman and Elgin, I think that was it. I think that's where the bus is gonna go. If they're going this way and then they turn, I had to transfer.
Mhm.
And he told me to tell the bus driver to let me off on Bowman and Elgin, and that I was gonna catch the bus that was going down Bowman. I don't know, this thing changed things around. So I did, and you know, like me, first time I rode the bus and the first time by myself, I popped down on the cross seat, and the bus driver didn't say anything. And we going down home, and then when this lady got on, never forget, it was on Jennifer. And she sat on that side, I was on this side. She kept looking at me, and I just looked back at her. So when we got to Holman, for me to get off, and then that's when she tapped him, and she said she needs to get to the back. Well, I was still sitting there, and he stood up over me. He told me, "You got to move and go to the back." I said, I'm gonna stand up, and I'm gonna get off, because there's my dad is standing over there across the street. And he just standing there up over me. And next thing I see, my daddy crossed that street and came on across, and he banged on that door, and the bus driver opened the
Better
door.
not touch her.
Ooh, boy.
Wow.
I'm telling you, that bus driver looked at my dad, the light is green, and my dad said, "Don't you move it, don't you move it." So when he got to preaching to him, he said, "Next time I see you, and you're gonna be coming this way, I'm gonna shoot you," and then blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And they behind, and then the bus driver turning red. And I said, "Dad," and he told me, "Well, she's supposed to be sitting behind the screen." And I said, "Dad," I said, "I don't see a screen.
Right.
Only screens I knew were windows and doors." Yeah. And he said, "Baby, you see that little sign up there?"
Oh.
And I looked, and I said, "Yeah." I said, "It says white." And I said, "What does that mean?" He said, "The white sit on the back, and on the other side," he said, "it says colored. That's where you have to sit." I told him, "I'm not sitting back there on that long seat." He said, "No, you're not, because you're not going to ride the bus anymore." And I didn't ride the bus anymore until I went with Made Free. Didn't I tell you, Free, that's the first time I've been on one of the buses?
Yeah, that's right.
There in Texas, yeah.
We went to the rodeo.
Yeah.
Wow.
So we would park
I
and
remember
ride
when
that
you
we
guys
went
went,
to.
or you
Yeah.
mentioned the rodeo before.
Yeah, we would
Yeah,
park
they
and ride that.
would
We
hit
didn't
me.
have to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They would
Yeah.
take us right there. It was only $2. Take you and come and bring you right back to your
Oh,
car.
nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because see, with me not knowing, I guess had I been riding the bus, and it never bothered me to be going in Sackwoods and whatever, play
Yeah.
with the whites. I had no idea about us being segregated.
But Houston was segregated, so you didn't realize that you were going to an all-black
Black
school
school,
because
right.
that's all that was around
You
you
just
were
Right,
all
thought
black
that's what it's
people.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
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 You would have never thought about
Yeah,
it.
and we went to Tempo, that probably was mostly Jewish around there, because they went to,
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? The Jews would come to Allen, the Wesley, once a month, and the people from Wesley would go to Temple once a month.
Wow.
Yeah, Rabbi, I forgot his name. Yeah, they come, and when they come, I think that's how my Reverend Howard got to be a bishop, because they be putting them, really giving us money. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
So now, the family then, were they Christian? Your family were Christian, Baptist,
No, Methodist.
Methodist?
My
That's
mom,
Methodist
my
Christian.
mom was
Oh,
Baptist.
Methodist?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because her uncle was a minister. My mom's uncle was a
Oh.
minister.
Yeah.
So she was Baptist and my dad was Methodist. Because my granddad built a Methodist church right under the hill from where they lived.
Oh, wow.
You
Yeah.
talking about in Belleville?
Belleville.
We went to that church.
Yeah.
We went to my mom's cousin passed.
Mm.
And
No, we went to another church for the funeral.
Okay.
Okay, because they had torn that church down.
Oh, okay.
But we did see the marker.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
But that church that we went to, that was an old church too.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was like an old country, and it smelled like an old country church.
Mm-mm.
Yes.
And this was recent.
That's when
But
She
this
died.
wasn't
she
back
died.
in
No, she died like in
70s.
2000, and
Oh,
Because I don't know
wow.
when that, no, she died, right?
she died after Alexis and guys came back.
Yeah.
Yeah, mom came out there, so she.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
Alexandra loved her some peaches.
Yeah.
Alexandra loved her some peaches. We gotta go see peaches.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's one of the past ones. Wow.
Yeah, gotta go see peaches. Peaches, small petite.
Yeah, Vivian was something else.
I didn't meet Jimmy,
That was a nickname.
but I didn't meet her.
Yeah,
Wait a minute, not Peach. Peach's sister. What was her name?
Annie. And we call her Precious.
Precious. I never met Precious.
Okay.
Wasn't Precious in the? Was she in the mental hospital?
The Vivian was, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, boy. She was something else. She ran with Milton and the boys.
That's the one that went to New York.
Yep, and she married that African, and I don't know what she did to him.
What do you mean you don't know what she did to him?
I call she had to leave. That Precious had to go get her sister.
Oh, wow. Huh.
I tell you, Vivian was something. She was something else. I don't know what she did.
How come she was in the mental hospital?
I guess she just is going off her rocker.
Yeah.
Oh well, we can see where that comes from.
Yeah.
I think every family has something
Like
like that.
that.
Yeah. So now, what's your favorite color? Is it purple? No.
Huh?
What's your favorite color? Do you have one?
Blue?
Blue? Why was it blue?
I don't know. I just really like blue.
Yeah.
I have a whole lot of blue.
Do you?
Yeah.
Huh.
You know what? I don't know why. I don't know what Bam did with it, because he was.
Writing stuff down.
Yeah.
I remember that. Wonder what he did to it. I don't know.
It's easier to record it than to.
It is, because I had told him that I was going to do this one day, and he was like, "Oh, that's a good idea." I said, "Oh, because what made me think of it was my cousin in North Carolina. She was graduating, and they wanted a video of each of us
Oh.
saying something about her, so to show at her graduation party.
Oh, wow.
So that's what we did. So each of us had to. So I recorded each of us like that. And I was like, oh, I need to do this for Grandma one day, so I can have it for the kids. And two, it's better because you have it in your voice, in your face,
Expressions.
and the things that you're saying and how you felt about it, versus it being written down and you know. And then we can't remember word for word, and you can't ever write down word for word what somebody says, even the ifs, ands, buts in between and all that stuff. So, yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
So now all of your kids, did you have everybody in the hospital, or you did home
Yeah.
birth? You did everybody's in the
Yep.
hospital?
Yep. That's all. When I was born, we had midwives.
And when's your birthday again?
It's May 27th. My dad made a mistake and put May 28th.
Oh, shoot. On your birth certificate?
Yeah.
Oh,
on
my
birth certificate, yep.
Wow.
And May 28th is Bubba's birthday, my brother.
Wow.
Yeah, 2 years and a day older than me. And
That's all he was?
Yeah.
Just 2 days?
2 years.
I mean, 2 years and 2 days. And one.
I was 2 years and a day older
In a
than
day?
me.
I
Yeah.
thought he was a lot older than that.
No,
So was Uncle Milton the oldest?
no, Rick.
Okay.
Martha was the oldest.
Yeah.
Because Martha Geraldine is just a year younger than Van Lee, my brother. That's
So
my,
she was like 15 years.
I don't know how old Martha was when she had Geraldine.
Oh, when
Mom, I think my dad's about 15 years older than her mom. Or something like that, quite a bit.
yeah. Time out.
Yeah, that was something when Geraldine was born. My dad would ask Martha, Pigeon, who's her dad? My sister was a wig. And she said, Robert Jr., and they live right next door to us. And he said, no. She's 3/4 other race, maybe 1/4 black.
What do you mean 3/4? Why do you say 3/4?
Yeah.
Because
Because she had nothing black about her.
Well, was his first wife very?
I don't know what Martha's mother looked like.
Because Martha wasn't dark skinned.
No, she wasn't. No, she wasn't. But then later on, he was looking at Geraldine. We were at our dining room table, and I asked him. I said, Dad, why are you looking at Jerry? And he called Mama Honey Bunch. He said, Honey Bunch, come here. Mama came out of the kitchen. She said, what? What God did what? He said, look at Jerry. Look at Jerry. She said, and Mama looked at me. She said, what about her? Look at her nose. Mama looked. She said, oh. He said, yeah, she's a Jew. Rabbi called her that. She did. Yeah.
Wow.
Because you said it was either, I guess you guys, what do you guys used to call?
There goes.
That's what the Italian.
He said, what is
Dago?
that?
Dago or Italian or Jewish.
Yeah, when he looked at that nose,
Yeah.
and she did have a
But
nice.
Diego's, or Italians, do have that nose too.
Well, that's what Diego's are.
Yeah, but you said
Oh,
also
I know
Jewish.
he's a Jew. Yeah.
Yeah, both of them got the same kind of nose.
Yeah, he was a Jew. Yep.
Mhm.
They came there to me, and they said, well, who's my dad? I said, I know. I said, Grandpa said it was Rabbi Barnes.
They can do that DNA. You can do that
Uh-huh,
DNA down, and
ancestry
if she
thing,
got
yeah.
some, if they got some Jewish, and they will tell them if you have some Jewish in you.
Jewish in them all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even Italian, they would
Yeah.
they would know then who.
That's
You know.
like their dad had sickle cell. That's what he died from. And then
Yeah,
they have
but I'm talking about their mother, so they can find
yeah,
out.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Huh.
If they want to find out, then they sure can.
Yeah, is that a picture of Jerry right there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
can't see it.
Skinny, wiry.
Oh yeah. Wow.
She
Real
was.
skinny.
She was.
Yeah.
Remember when we went to Gay Nails at Christmas and Mama, Miss Richard's mom said, I don't know where they
Who
got
gave you
that
this
one
one?
from.
Huh?
When'd you get this
I
one?
don't know.
I don't
Did they ever
remember
give you
that.
that?
I don't remember seeing
Gay Nails
that.
just sent me those.
Oh, Gaynell sent you those.
I was
Okay.
wondering because I'm like, I don't remember.
Yeah, I saw that when
sitting there.
I'm like, okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay,
Yeah.
so Gaynell has 3 kids.
Yeah.
Okay, well, this is part of the family. She
And
has 3
Gaynell
kids.
and Raina is the ones that send the kids stuff, and we didn't. We
Yeah.
were supposed to update their picture. We gotta send them these big poor things.
Okay, so Gaynell's the oldest,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's Gaynell.
And whose kids are they?
Gaynell had 3 kids.
No, whose kids were they?
That was
Gaynell and
that was Jerry's kids.
That's
Oh,
their
okay, okay.
mother.
Was Jerry adopted by Daddy Fields or not?
Yep,
He was adopted, and also Gaynell was adopted.
yep.
Gaynell is Jerry's first daughter.
Okay.
So anyway, Gaynell, the first 2 of her kids are very dark. Very dark. Gaynell, I guess she's a little bit darker than Valerie, and her husband Richard maybe a shade darker. And they come out with 2 like blue black kids, like really dark kids. And then they have the next one. The next one, light with green eyes.
That's crazy.
Light and green eyes.
Oh, I would feel sorry for either one of them. Because one of them was mad at the other then for it.
Well, that's what they questioned.
Yeah.
Who was Jeffrey?
Daddy, yeah.
Yeah, who was Jeffrey because he came out so fair? Well, this is why. Genetics.
Yeah.
They look, Timothy and Jeffrey, they look like brothers.
Yeah.
They look like brothers. But one is real
Real fair. And
fair and
another
green
is,
eyes, and the other one is like
Purple black.
Yeah.
almost purple black, yes.
It was, whatever her name was, I don't telling us, I don't know where she got that one from.
Come on,
That's what they're talking about Jeffrey.
Jeffrey.
Yeah. And Mama said, did you ever see a picture of the mother, of Daniel's mother?
Mm.
And she said no. She had a big picture of Jerry.
And not only that, she should have remembered Jerry because they married when Jerry was in the hospital.
So,
Wow.
She had an aneurysm.
yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
No, that was the mother.
But when Richard,
Oh,
when they got
when they
married,
got
yeah, they
married.
should have. Yeah. But I mean, it reaches back because look at Gwen, my mom. Then Mama,
Big Mama.
Big Mama didn't think Laverne was.
Who's Dick and Gwen either.
Wow.
Well,
Gwen
she
either.
didn't think Gwen either because
I
she
was
didn't like
thinking,
you.
when you leave, this will probably get lost.
What is it?
This is isn't this a controller for that air?
Yeah.
Mama, but Mama usually keep all that stuff together.
Yeah. So I was
She
thinking
just
maybe
know that I
put
like.
it-
She just
maybe
know I like
put
to
it in
keep.
something with Velcro on it to keep it over there.
No, Mama knows she keeps all her
I
stuff
don't know how
together.
to use it. That one.
I'll show her, but she keeps all her stuff together.
Right here at hand.
She keeps it right over
Yeah,
there.
because I was like, oh shoot, this is gonna go over here. But you know you've been doing it since you've been.
Yeah, I like. Yeah, I can be control the air. Yeah,
So okay, so now the house in Texas that Frida's in now.
Yeah.
Did you grow up in that house?
No.
No, because you grew up a couple of things down.
Yeah.
That was a white neighborhood.
Where
That
did that house? When did that house come into?
When the Jews decided to let my dad retire.
That was 19
I
what?
don't know what year that was.
59?
And, I don't know, but we lived on two-story. It was not like a two-story house, but it had rooms upstairs. You wouldn't think it was two-story. What's the name of that street? You can stand out in the front and look right straight down at Yates.
Mm.
Junior
what?
high school.
Oh, at Yates. Is that Scott?
No, that's Scott.
Huh?
It's not Scott.
Well, you know those how you cannot look at it down at Yates.
No,
Oh,
you
you talking about the
can.
old Yates?
Oh, Yates, yeah.
Oh, I don't know those streets back
I
there.
forget the name of the street.
I can't think of. I don't know those.
That's where
those
they were living.
Mm.
And
That's
they,
about a
yeah.
half a mile from where I live.
So they wanted to give Daddy something, and for him to sell that house, and pocket his money, and they were going to give him the other one. And but then they decided what he got out of that house, he could invest it in that, and they would pay for it, the house. But they were paying for it until my dad died. And then once he died, it was up to his siblings. And
Not to his siblings, his grandchildren.
no, me.
After Mama Fields died, it was.
Yeah. After Mama, yeah.
Mama Fields
it was
had
left, it was left up to Mama when Mama died. Because and then if Martha Milton, if they had been, around after Mama died, it would have been divided between us. It would have been Mama and then my dad's, their kids. But
Mama Fields had a
yeah.
what you call it, estate. That basically you can stay. I can't think of the name now. You can stay in there until you die.
Yeah.
You stay in that house until you die, and then
Yeah.
then after
Paid
that,
nothing.
yeah, pay nothing, and then after that, if they wanted to buy it, they could buy it.
Yeah.
Oh.
And that's how it happened.
They
I could not
paid.
sign. I couldn't put my name on it because I was not a Fields. Mom, when we went to the lawyer, Mom had to put her name on it, but I paid for it.
They should have paid for it.
But then, I guess 2000 and maybe 8 years ago, I'm like, Mom, you gotta put my name on there because I have family, I have siblings,
Right.
and I can see them saying,
Yeah. This was
So-
my mom's house.
huh? Yeah, you need to sell it, even
Yeah.
though I paid for it, and my name is not on it.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
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 I said, wasn't much, yeah.
Huh?
It wasn't too much that you had to pay.
No, they
Back
sold it
then.
for 15,000.
What?
It's worth 100 and how much did I
Wow.
get? The new taxes now,
What?
112.
Wow.
It went up 20,000.
Wow.
But you don't pay any property tax.
Yeah, I do.
When you
Because-
saw it,
When I put my name on it.
because they said as long as it was in my name,
No,
then,
but when I put my name on there,
oh,
it's not much.
okay.
I'm paying for
Wow.
I think school taxes. That's it.
That's what I'm talking about. You don't pay for the property, just the school tax.
Yeah, but before we were not paying anything when your name was
Yeah.
just on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had a estate. They were called Washington
Estate,
Estate.
yeah.
And we had there was a whole estate, like a whole bunch of houses.
In
And-
Philadelphia?
No, this is in South Carolina. My mom's family. Philadelphia would be my dad's family, and then my mom's, how my mom and them met. My dad was because they moved there to Philadelphia from South Carolina.
No.
Yeah. So, and the reason they moved to Philadelphia, why did they move to Philadelphia? I don't even
So
know.
now you need to be take this thing
I gotta
and
do
put that in
that.
front
Right,
of
I
mom.
gotta do my mom's because I forget how they ended up in Philadelphia in the first place. I don't even remember, but originally they were in South Carolina.
Oh,
And
really?
yeah, and so the Washington States are in South Carolina, and the place is still there and everything, but it no longer belongs to us.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, my one of the relatives, one of the brothers of somebody lost it a long time ago.
Hmm.
Like I guess like the 80s, they lost it. They were saying they were doing this and doing that, and picking from here and pulling from there, and all of a sudden then it was gone. It,
Oh, that's-
Mom Fields had a life estate. As
Oh,
long as you live there,
for that, yeah,
you get
that was
that.
smart, yeah.
but they didn't really want to sell it to us. 'Cause, we had to basically force their hands, but they didn't want to sell it. I don't think they wanted to sell it. They were holding on to that land because the house next door to me is still owned by Jews, and the property across from me is still owned by Jews. Because that was a Jewish neighborhood, right, Mom? Mom Fields was the first
Oh,
black.
you know that big brick house that right down the corner? That was a fraternity house.
But it's still owned by the Jews.
It is?
Yeah, it's still
Yeah.
by their brothers and sisters. The sister owns across the street, and the brother owns the one next to me.
Yeah, I don't know.
They
why-
refuse. They can't get it together to sell. Well, I guess whatever. The father had them. You run this part. You run this part. But they want to sell it. But one of them don't want to sell.
I don't know what nationality they were.
They're Jews.
I'm talking about the people who live on the street. Because it was a white family living next door to
Mama
Mama.
Bill said they were. She
They
told
were
me
Jews.
she was the first white. They were the first white family on that street.
Okay.
Yeah, because I remember when I went there at 9, the white girl told me she could not play with me anymore because I was black. I remember she was blonde hair.
Wow.
Because I couldn't do anything when I didn't think. I'm like, I'm not coming back here. I'm not gonna ever come back to Texas. I'm not gonna, because it was not a good experience to me.
Yeah. And then.
And then Barnum guys, they were gone. They were boys.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Mama's family had property up there, and they call Belleville
Yeah.
in the hill country. They even have a street called Bill Street.
That's
Wow.
my grandfather.
Wow.
Yeah, because he had money. That's why I wanted.
I'm like, what happened to the property? And then when after
Right.
Peaches and Vivian,
Died.
Peaches and Vivian died, Precious died. I'm like, they sold the property. I'm like, Mom, they sold the property. They didn't ask you. Mom said, well, I didn't think you wanted it. I said, because it's rolling. It's like on a hill.
Yeah.
They had the highest part of the city. You can look down
Yeah. Yeah, you could look all over town.
all over
Yeah.
town.
And my grandfather would get his binoculars. He said, let me see who's getting off for the train.
You can, Mom said, I know it. I could not say, where's Mom said, it's got a train, so we were like, and we went right to it.
Yeah.
I think we went up there like, what, 3 or 4 times?
Yeah.
So who taught you how to drive, Grandma? You just
Betty.
learned on your own?
Yeah,
Bet.
Betty.
With,
Well, that
with,
was
with
something.
1 foot. 1 foot for driving, 1 foot.
One foot
no,
for
2
break.
feet. 2 feet. 2
Driving.
feet for
Yeah.
driving, like 1 feet. Yeah.
Yep. Betty never told me any better. Well,
They were too
we'd go
much.
to church. We were going to the Seventh-day Adventist. I mean, the Christian Science. And there's a stop, before you get on down
Yeah.
to the library. Betty would stop, I'd stop, and Betty going through when she could, I'd go right on with her. She told me, "Did you know you're supposed to stop?" I said, "You did." She said, "You're supposed to come there, and you're supposed to stop too." Yeah,
Oh, we just rolled right after.
yeah. And the reason she told me I had to get licensed, because she had already told me. And I was taking Laverne and Nancy was taking me to school. And Puma had a service station. And this guy was pulled out, he wasn't close to the curb. And the light was red, and I had to stop. And I sort of hit his little fender.
Oh.
Yeah, and so Puma came out, and there's a guy, and he said, "Oh, no damage." So Betty said, you gotta go get your driver's
Oh, that's time. I didn't know you didn't have your license.
No, when I hit that car down there, no. She told me you gotta go get your license. So
So
I
how
said,
old were you when you finally got your license?
I was way up there in age. I had made freedom. And
That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
That's what I'm
wow.
like. I
They
Wow.
were born there in high school.
Yeah.
They graduated like
Wow.
65.
Yeah. No, I stopped driving at 65.
No, I said that's.
Oh.
I think Gwen graduated 63. Laverne guys graduated, or Laverne 65.
So I don't know. But yeah. I was a late, that's why Gwen drove, late getting hers, I guess. But I went, and the guy told me, "Oh, I'm sorry, you just hit that Cadillac." And I looked and I said, "I don't see a Cadillac, I don't see a car." Those little things when you park, they have them where you have to pull in and park.
Yeah.
Yeah, those orange things,
Yeah.
cones.
Oh.
Yeah. So he said, "You have to come back another day." I said, "Okay," and I told Betty, and I said, "What I didn't do?" She said, "Back tomorrow." And I said, "Okay," and I came back, and I parallel parking it just fine. Went on out the gate and on around and coming down Brockton. And he said, "Well, we can just go on back now to deal." I put that right foot down, and I zoomed in. Yes, I did. I put it in that. He's shaking. He said, "I can't give you a tag." I said, "Why not? You said I had done good." He said, "Yeah, but the speed limit coming down Brockton is 25.
And you was going probably 50.
I'm probably going
you was
45 or
flying.
50.
Oh,
So
God.
he told me, this is trial number 2. You only have 3 trials." And I said, "Well, you know what? I don't need to take. I see people driving without a license."
Oh, shoot.
So I told Betty, they went and told Betty, I can't even remember his name. That was Valerie, I'm glad. You remember his name. So, Rick. So I told Betty, I'm not coming back. I said, I don't even think Bo has driver's license. And I said, I know Dick doesn't. She said, well, Dick doesn't drive. So I went back the next day, and yeah, I don't know, I had a lady. So I remember she kept saying, boy, you were really great. Really good. And then she said, let's go back to DMV. I told this foot, please be still. Yeah, so that's when I got it. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I know the written test. I failed the written test twice. And then the behind the wheel, I failed that once.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what I did wrong, but I know it when I was in driver's ed. I was in the driver's ed thing, and the teacher was with me, and I ran into the yard at the front of the bank. Basically, it was the grass in front of the bank. I ran up on the curb and into the grass, and the teacher was like, "Get out and smack in the back seat. Somebody else drive." I said, "It was my first time behind the wheel. You didn't tell me I need to practice at home before I got the car."
No, we would just drive around the block around here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because I was living down in the house down the street.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow. So
Yeah.
now this house, I'm probably skipping 15 generations later. How did you end up here again?
Well, when Mary Frida was going into the first grade.
I didn't mean first grade in this house? No.
No, yes, she was second grade.
Not in this house.
Where you
No.
think you live, Mary Frida?
I lived down the
Okay,
street.
you know
We
what?
went here and then we went to Newton.
Yeah.
Then we came here.
Yeah.
I was either in fourth or fifth grade.
Okay, you went to Head Start. Yeah. Okay, you went to Head Start.
From that house.
That house.
But she said this house.
And I was trying. Okay, so we lived
Then we
on
went to Newton Street.
Yeah. I can't. The reason I had to move, because who they gonna send to Ann Arbor? I mean West Pacific Avenue.
Yeah, they were going to move there.
Yeah,
Then
we were
lived up
trying
there.
to integrate.
Yeah.
And on our side of the street, we were gonna go to Pacific Avenue.
Right
On the
down the
other
street.
side of the street, they could go to Anna.
Because we were going to Ina already.
Yeah, but they had, but then once you got whatever grade, that's when they decided they needed to integrate. Yeah, and I asked Betty, and I told her, I said, I gotta move from here because my kids can't go down Alabama. They're not going to Rustic Lane or Pacific Avenue. And she said, there's that old house over across the street from me. And I said, okay, and I came. I said, she says, oh, I said, I don't care, but everybody be know just so my kids can go down Alabama.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it was all green and white, and it just really looked bad. But we got in here, and Deborah and what's her other name? Paul painted it all up inside for us, and we moved on in here later than go with the plaster.
Yeah, we stayed with, we came with the Texas, came back, we stayed with Laverne and Robert. They lived on California. Was that California? No, they lived over there by Christian Science.
Christian Science, they did in some nice apartments.
Yeah, that's where we stayed when we were school.
So now I thought Ann Arbor was the only elementary school over here. There's another elementary school?
No, it is. We had Gwen had to go and run to West Riverside. They only had West Riverside out here, and then they built Honor. But they also had an elementary school in Belltown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that one still there?
No, they threw that down. But, none of my kids went there. I don't know how long that school was in existence. But once I moved here, and then when they built Mission, my kids were supposed to go. That's Paul. Want to know where you
No,
are?
that's the medicine reminder. Doesn't it
Oh.
sound like pills in a bottle? Going like
Yeah.
this? Or a rattlesnake? But
Yeah.
yeah, because I didn't take. It's asking me, did you take your pills today? Remember I said I was
Take
setting
it
it
when
to.
you get home.
Yeah, it's just a water pill. This one is.
Um,
So it's not important. That's why I'm able to reschedule that whenever I can. It's not that important. It's after 12 o'clock. I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's probably why